Hello, Pixels, and welcome to another episode of the Pixel Podcast. Today we are hosting our wonderful Board of Mental Health, led by board chair Anya Putani. So, as we're all coming back from winter break and easing once again into a busy school semester, mental health is an incredibly important part of the process. So, the Board of Mental Health is here to share some stories and tips for getting back into the swing of things. So, Board of Mental Health, feel free to introduce yourselves and maybe get us started on how your winter breaks went.
Hey, I'm Anya. I'm the chair of the Board of Mental Health this year. So, just starting off, guys, we came from winter break about 3 weeks or so ago, and I just want to let you know about, how it went.
Hi, my name is Taria. I'm one of the members of the Board of Mental Health, and yeah, we'll all be sharing what it feels like to get back into things and how to get used to coming back to school.
Hi, my name is Luca, and I'm also a member of the Board of Mental Health. And the goal for this podcast is to really just discuss about the winter break because sometimes it can be difficult to get back into the rhythm of things after you've been gone for a while. So it's really important to have a discussion about just so we can get back into the routine.
Hi, I'm Dawn. I'm a part of the Board of Mental Health as well. And over the break, I went on a vacation, and I think it's really important that we discuss what had happened over the winter break and how we can transition back into the new school year.
Yeah, so I also went on vacation just like John. I went to India to see my family. My family lives near Punjab as well as Haryana, so it's in Chandigarh. I got to see my grandparents, cousins, and extended family. It was really fun actually. I ate so much food. Yeah, it's good to be back, but I'm missing it. I'm missing my family back there and all.
Yeah, I totally get that. I also ate a lot of food over winter break. I went on a Christmas hike with my family, and it can be really difficult to have family in other countries. And there's definitely always that feeling when you can't visit them that, oh, like I wish they were here and I wish I could spend time with my grandparents. My grandparents are also in India right now. So it was nice to be able to send them a picture of our Thanksgiving meal, but, it's not the same as them being there.
Yeah, first of all, I think that's really interesting. You went to India, Anya. For me, I stayed more local. I went to Tampa Bay, which is 3 hours away, and it was really nice. I went to a lovely art museum. I went ice tubing, and then I ate at a restaurant by the beach. So it was really nice, albeit a bit local, but it was a lovely reset.
So coming back school wise, how are you guys all feeling about that one?
Yeah, it's been a little rough. I feel like it's always difficult to get used to doing schoolwork again, particularly on a schedule, when over winter break there's no schedule or routine at all.
Yeah, I think it's also a bit challenging after a few weeks, just not on such a strict schedule. You kind of have to get your bearings back almost to make sure you're doing everything right.
Well, all I can say is after the winter break, all I remember was a lot of panic around my friends, um, both around grades coming out and also Pronto countdown going back up. I will say that it is better than I expected, considering the fact that a lot of people weren't getting as much interaction over winter break.
Yeah, I feel like ever since the Pronto ban, I think maybe people have started valuing that social interaction more. I think that a lot of us get annoyed by Pronto sometimes. It can be really frustrating to get 99 messages in a group chat every day. But when it suddenly shut down, it's like, wow, suddenly your social network decreases. Even if you're on other platforms, it's still harder to reach people. Um, and I feel like that says a lot about how mental health is really affected by how many connections we have with people and the quality of those connections as well.
Yeah, so right off the bat on January 6th, I did notice a ton of excitement that Pronto was back on, of course. And I've been following the OHS bulletin since that day, and to me it seemed a little less active. Have any of you experienced that as well, or just generally no change or more change?
Oh, definitely. I would say that Pronto has certainly gotten way less active after the ban due to the use of many other social medias, like students getting new accounts to chat with friends outside of Pronto. And once they start getting used to that, then Pronto is no longer as needed as it used to be.
Right. And I think while social media can certainly serve as a means of a break from, OHS rigor or an intense work or study schedule, there have been studies showing that individuals who do spend more time on social media platforms are more likely to exhibit depressive symptoms, particularly among people around our age group or adolescents, where the risk of depression can increase about 13% for each additional hour we spend on social media. As a fun little challenge, though, I did read that if you spend the first 30 minutes of your day off of social media, you have increased focus and better mental clarity and also reduced anxiety. So I've been trying to implement that in my life as, I guess, one of my New Year's resolutions.
Wow, that's a really cool trick. So, do you guys have any other such tricks or strategies that can help us ease back into school both on the social side or in the academic side?
Yeah, so I think we would first need to tail into how mental illnesses can be affected by such a big break. So there's this letdown feeling after the holiday excitement, right? And increased stress because we're returning to that strict grad schedule or academics or work. And the potential for also seasonal affective disorder does increase, caused by reduced sunlight during winter months, which leads to mood swings and low energy levels in some individuals. But I guess some of the strategies I would implement is one taught to me by my DFRL teacher. Because one question he always poses to his students at the beginning of class is, guys, what's making you happy this week? And I feel like for those of us busy folks who maybe don't really have a ton of time to regularly write in a gratitude journal, I know I don't, I try, but things just get busy sometimes. Answering this question has really prompted a ton of introspection for me. Because when I think about the fact that, sure, sometimes it's hard for me to study, but isn't it really so great that I get to? That I get to have amazing teachers who care about me and classmates who support and encourage me, and board members who are always, there for me and always ready to talk about things and problems and issues. And I feel like it sort of shifts my lens on the outlook I have on the rest of my day, and it makes me feel happier that when I remember something I'm looking forward to, whether it be like mock trial at 6:30 in the evening or even baking banana chocolate chip muffins with my mom. It's always just really good to have that sort of gratitude and something to look forward to implemented in your day.
Yeah, I think that on that sort of note, I think it's really good to see the positives of being back in school again as well. I think one of the biggest things, like we talked about, is being able to socialize again. Um, and I think that because social media sort of saps our energy and doesn't make us feel so good, I think that one of the positives of being back in school is genuine connection. Anya and I are in the same DFRL section, and we have a lot of really great discussions in class. And I think that's a great way to connect with others outside of social media. You meet people in class, and maybe you message them, and you strike up a friendship. You get to know them better. So I think that's definitely very valuable, and it helps you form more meaningful connections than just messaging and scrolling through social media.
Yeah, I have to agree with that because it can be hard, like when you're in an online school, it can be hard to get that like personal interaction. I know sometimes in classes, so it can be really good to discuss it with people more freely. Like I know sometimes when you like end the class, you kind of just end the class and not really want to like discuss it with others so much, but it can be important to have that interaction with others pupils, and I think that Ponto's good at that because you can easily reach out to people and discuss about a similar thing you are doing. When you have fellow pupils that are doing the same thing as you, having really similar experiences of you, it can be more of a closer connection than just a random person that really you don't really know much about them.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we could work towards. I think it would pose a challenge to us, especially because you said as OHSers, we don't really have that kind of social interaction that people who go to a brick and mortar school would have. So while there is going to be some feeling of discomfort when we come back to an online program after like a nice, good holiday break spent with our friends or maybe family, it serves as more or less a goal for us to work towards in building more social interaction with our friends or our classmates or our teachers, and overall building a closer human connection to them while transcending those sort of online boundaries that you were mentioning.
Yeah, this is great. So, what I sort of got from this discussion is that it can definitely feel overwhelming coming back from the winter break whether academically panicking over grades or socially feeling like we have all these activities going on again. But definitely it's great to know that you are not alone in this. Everyone in OHS is going through the same things. And definitely it's great to look at the positives of being to school, to reach out to these other people, to connect again after the winter break so we can have an amazing spring semester together. All right. So thank you very much for the mental health for sharing all these tips and all these stories with us. And we'll see you all in the next one.